Chit Chat Kit Kats, we're back. It was a day today. So, took the car out on the rocky trail. Now, you didn't see the worst of it. And you can't tell there, but the rocks are a good, they're like this. They're sticking up like this, 5-6 inches, okay? And, so they're up there. It can be, that's why I took it over there, and they've got a few good dips there as well. So I wanted to try it on that road, and it didn't. The skid plate up in front didn't touch once. So I think it's going to be perfect for what I need it for. Anyway, today when they were putting the wheels and the tires on it, I was watching this one thing, and so I wanted to pass this along. And the guy was talking about, overlanding and off-roading and stuff. And this is a guy that does a lot of off-roading, and, he's looked at, that people see that he knows what he's doing, okay? So at the end, they got to the point where the guy had, the guy that was talking to him, I think he had an Outback or something, but he put the same tires on that I have, that I just put on, the Falcon all-terrain tires. And they are good. They're quiet on the road. They're not really loud, so yeah, I like them. It went well over the rocky area, and I'm sure that they will do well by the sand and that type of thing as well. They also are supposed to be pretty good up in snow as well, so good all-around tire if you're doing more than just street stuff, So anyway, what I wanted to pass on, though, what he was telling about this couple that were driving through snow and they got stuck and they hiked out. And when they went over, they sent somebody over to get the car. They just put the tire pressure down to 20 psi and drove it right out. So that's what he was saying. If you are on a soft area, lower your tire pressure, and that'll give you a lot more traction, whether it's sand or whether it's snow. Also, he said if you're going really heavy washboard roads, you can lower your tire pressure again, lower it way down, and he said it's much easier on your car, etc. So that's something that I thought was a really good tip. If you're just, starting off-road stuff, or if you perhaps get stuck somewhere, that's something you can try, lower the tire pressure. And then you can, he says you'll go much easier in those type of environments. Now, I do carry a tire, inflator and things with me in the car. Okay, I do have it in there. So it's a good thing to have, especially if you're going to be doing some off-roading and stuff like that. Good thing to have. So far, when I put the lift kit on, I was really surprised at how much higher you feel like you're sitting. I was really shocked. You think 1.5 inches isn't much, but you get in and it's actually feels like quite a bit. So I was really surprised at that. And I did call Prius Off-Road and told them about the guy that did the lift kit here. I think it's Rock and Rod. I have to look it up. If you're interested, if you live near here and you want to get, your car lifted or whatever, Really good place. They gave me the killer deal of the century, $250 to install it. Offroad Prius couldn't believe it. He said, I've never heard it done for less than over $400 minimum. And I said, yeah, these guys are good. They know what they're doing, and killer deal, you know. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad that I got it done. And like I said, I did put the skid plate on it as well, because underneath your car, the skid plate that's on it now is plastic. So I figured, just to be on the safe side, in case I go over a heavy rock, it's not going to tear that out. Now, I was surprised that today I went over those rocks and stuff, and nothing hit the skid plate at all. So, and those rocks were a good, 5 inches at least, 5-6 inches. Okay. So, yeah. So that was good. Yeah, you can't tell it from looking at that video, how big the rocks are there. But you get to some areas and there's a lot. I only showed you a little bit of that area that you drive. Yeah, further back where I'd already passed, there's a lot more of that. Those bigger rocks that you're winding your way through. So I like the way it performed. It did really well. Very happy with it. Now tomorrow I will probably go out by Elephant Butte again and do some of those roads that are there that I wouldn't have done with the other one. Now on the rocky road today, I did see a Prius, and he didn't go very far on that road at all. And I'm sure with just the little area that he did go, that probably was already scraping the car. Because he just went a few feet in. He didn't go very far at all. And it's somebody that's in their car all the time, you could tell. But yeah, they didn't go very far in. So yeah, I have to say that I'm really, really happy with it. Now, Offroad Prius, where I got the lift kit, they do a great job, make a great kit. And they do have other cars other than Prius. You'd have to look on their site to see. I can't remember what car brands. Maybe it was Outback or something like that. But you'd have to look and see. Now, when I was getting the tires on my car, we were talking about it. The guys that work there, they were impressed that the Prius had a lift kit and everything, and we were talking about it. And the guy showed me a picture. Somebody took a smart car. Those little ones, it looks like a little shoe going down the road, a smart car, and they lifted it. And he said they had to get ATV tires for it, but they did lift it to do off-road stuff in this little smart car. It's so funny. So, again, you'd be surprised what you find out there and what you can do with them. I told him about the guy that's got the Volkswagen Bug, 50-year-old car, that he's out there going across these waterways and everything and living in it. It's got a bed in it and everything. I said, you can really, manage to fix up any car for camping, and so there's no reason to say that your car's not big enough and you can't, absolutely it's possible. You just got to figure out the logistics of how you're going to put everything in there, etc. Now, what the guy did that has the Bug, he took the passenger seat out and was able to make the bed, okay? And then he's got a cooking area in there as well. So yeah, he sleeps in there, and he's got an area to cook as well, okay? And he manages. I think he's in South America, something like that. But he's interesting to see when he's taken off across these little waterways and stuff and going through and just, yeah. So that's fun to see that. So I'm looking forward to getting on the road. I do have something coming Monday. Again, I am changing out the little, thing I have my tarot cards in and all of that. I did find one online because the one I got at the secondhand store, the shelves in it keep falling down, keep going down. So I did find one that's good, and it's got the little pull-out things in it. So I'm going to switch that out. That's coming Monday. And then that's it. That's it. I don't have anything else. Well, I do have something else coming, tarot cards, but when they'll be here, Lord only knows, and not a problem. They'll just put them in my mailbox. It's a lockbox, and I'll get them eventually when I come back. But yeah, all good, all good. So I just wanted to put that out there, but I thought those were really good, helpful hints. If you get stuck somewhere, or you're in a really washboard road, lower the PSI on their tires, and it will make it so much easier. So always good to have those hints and helps. It could save somebody. Like I said, there was that couple that got stuck in the snow, and once they went out there and lowered it, they able to drive right out. So they could have driven right out if they would have known about this. So on that note, I'll leave that here. Am I sorry, Miss Lily? Did I disturb your sleep? Did I disturb you, Miss Lily? Oh my goodness. I'm getting the face. Are you giving me the face? She says, I am. I'm going to give you the face. I will. I tell you I will. It'll be that way. She says, I will. They're so funny. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.